ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। कठोपनिषद अध्याय 1 वल्ली 2 मंत्र 23। नायमात्मा प्रवचनेन लभ्यः न मेधया न बहुना श्रुतेन यमेवैष वृणुते तेन लभ्यः तस्यैष आत्मा विवृणुते तनूगुं स्वाम्। We have seen the first half bhashya. Now we will look into the bhashya explaining the second half of the mantra. Yameva, sorry, before that there is a sambandha. Kena tarhi labhyaha ityuchyate. In the first half, the Shruti ruled out certain disciplines as the means for Atma Prapti, Atma Labhaha. One cannot get Atma by means of studying many Vedas, studying many Shastras, or with one's intellectual ability alone. These are not the means for Atma Jnana, Atma Prapti. Then a question is raised. Kena tarhi labhyaha? Tarhi, then in that case, kena labhyaha, how the Atma is attained? Kena sadhanena, by what means Atma labhyaha, Atma can be attained. इति uchyate. The answer to this question is given in the Shruti itself. Yamevaisha vrinute tena labhyaha. We will read the Bhashya. Yam eva swatmanam eshaha sadhakaha vrinute प्रार्थयते तेन एव आत्मना वरित्रा स्वयं आत्मा लभ्यः ज्ञायते इत्येतत् यम एव स्वात्मानं यम. The pronoun yam means swatmanam, refers to swatmanam, yam swatmanam, one's own atma, one's own self. Yam eva. There is evakara. Eva. When eva is mentioned, all other things are eliminated. Only that is choice. Vrinute. Yam eva vrinute. When we choose one thing, we also rule out other things. Without ruling out other things, choice is not possible. When we choose one thing, we also give up other things. Therefore, choosing Atma or choosing moksha involves giving up all other pursuits, all other goals, all other priorities. That is what is signified by eva. Yam eva swatmanam eshaha sadhakaha. This sadhaka, it is the karta, eshaha. Eshaha means sadhaka, mumukshu, the seeker. Vrinute is equal to prarthayate, chooses. Tena eva, tena labhyaha, tena eva, tena. See, yam is mentioned as the one that is chosen, the goal. Tena is referring to, see, yam and tena should refer to the same thing basically. But here, tena is talking about the sadhaka, implying that yam and tena are essentially one. The seeker and sought are not different. Tena atmana, by the atma alone, means by the sadhaka, who is not different from the atma. Varitra. Atma is the varitra. Varitru means one who chooses. Vrinute iti varitru. One who chooses the Atma. He receives the Atma. Tena swayam atma labhyaha. Swayam atma. The word swayam atma brings out the implication of using the yam and tena respectively for the sought and the seeker differently. Swayam atma labhyaha. Labhyaha jnayate ityetat. So here labha, gain, is nothing but knowledge. Labhyaha is equal to jnayate ityetat. Evam nishkamasya atmanam eva prarthayatah atmana eva atma labhyaha ityarthah. So, Bhashyakara gives the purport of this statement. Yamevaisha vrinute tena labhyaha. Evam, thus, nishkamasya, one who is nishkamaha, free from all desires. Nishkamasya is implied by eva, because to choose Atma, he should be free from other desires. So, from the eva, he brings out the meaning nishkamasya. Atmanam eva prarthayataha. One who chooses Atma alone. To choose Atma alone, one should be nishkamaha. Without vairagya, mumukshutva is not possible. That is why in sadhana chatushtaya, vairagya comes first, then mumukshutva. That is why nishkamasya atmanam eva prarthayataha. Nishkamasya means vairagya. And atmanam eva prarthayataha is mumukshutva. Atmana eva, the mumukshu, the seeker is non-different from the Atma, the sought. So this is also implied because of the usage of the peculiar usage of yam and tena. Yam vrinute tena labhyaha. The one who is sought, he receives. So from that we understand, we get this meaning, Atmana eva. By the self alone, Atma labhyaha. Atma is attained. Ityarthaha. This is the purport of the pada, the third pada, third quarter. Yamevaisha vrinute tena labhyaha. Now, connecting the fourth pada, Bhashyakara gives a sambandha in the form of a question. Katham labhyaha iti uchyate katham labhyaha, how the Atma is attained, iti uchyate. This is told in fourth pada. Tasya Atmakamasya Eshaha Atma Vivranute Prakashayati Paramarthikiyam Tanum Swam Swakiyam Swayathatmyam Ityarthaha Tasya. So, how the Atma is attained? In the previous pada, the Shruti talked about the effort from the side of an individual. Effort of an individual in the form of Atma Varanam, choosing the Atma. It has to be done by the seeker, by the sadhaka, by the mumukshu. So, in the pursuit of moksha, one should make effort oneself. Self-effort is needed. One cannot just sit quiet. I don't work for moksha. Let it happen. If the prarabdha allows moksha, let it happen. If the prarabdha allows me to have a guru, let the guru and come and knock at my door. Why you have to go all the way to Rishikesh or elsewhere? Why you have to go in search of a guru? Let the guru come and knock at your door and give you Atma Jnana with a touch. Shaktipata. Shruti says it doesn't happen that way. Even in Mundakopanishad, Tadvijnanartham sa gurumeva abhigachet. One should go to a guru. Abhigachet. Shruti does not say saha guruhu agachet. Abhigachet. Likewise, even in Bhagavad Gita, many places you find that Bhagavan is emphasizing on the need of effort. Purusha prayatna is needed. Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet. One should make effort oneself. What one should do from one's own side, from one's own end, it is mentioned in third quarter. Yame vaisha vrinute tena labhyaha. One has to choose the Atma and make effort to attain the Atma. And it involves all the sadhana that you do. All our sadhana are implied by the statement Yame vaisha vrinute. Choosing the Atma does not mean, oh, I chose the Atma. It does not end there. Going to the Guru, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, and gaining mastery over oneself, not to argue with others and not to shout at others. Our natural tendency is to shout at others when something happens. I cannot tolerate someone makes noise and I cannot tolerate, I shout at the other person. And we have learned this in some other janma when we were dogs. In some other janma, we were all dogs. We were all cats. Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tava charjuna. And in some other janma, we have learned how to bark at others when something goes wrong. I have demarcated my area, my territory. And you know how dog marks its territory. And I feel the other person is entering, other dog is entering my territory. Then I start barking. The same samskara we have carried to human janma also. Ashastriya samskara. One of the ashastriya samskara. If something goes wrong, I start barking. Barking of a human being is different from barking of a dog. Who are you? Perhaps there is a translator. Human barking to dog barking translator. So human being barks, who are you? Dog barking, wow, wow, wow. So you can devise a translator of that sort. So then you can present it to dog. See, this is what your human counterpart is saying. So we have brought some tendencies from our dog janma. So it has to be worked on. Once in a while it might happen, even among Vedanta students. Because we were all dogs and monkeys. It's understandable. So understand ourselves. We should understand ourselves and we should understand others also. I was also a dog. He was also a dog. She was also a dog. So it's okay to bark once in a while, but we should not keep barking. So now let's stop barking. Now let's again become human beings. So even that is effort. Getting out of one's ashastriya samskara. It is also involved in Atma Varanam, in choosing the Atma. So, Yameva Isha Vrinute gives Purusha Prayatna, effort from the part of an individual. And then the next quarter, Tasyaisha Atma Vivranute Tanum Swam. gives Ishvaranugraha. One should receive the grace of Ishvara also. If you look into Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 6, Bhagavan talks about Purusha Prayatna. Uddhared Atmanatmanam Natmanam Avasadayet. In chapter 12, he talks about Ishvaranugraha. Teshamaham samuddharta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha mayyaveshita chetasam. Ishvaranugraha. I'll lift them up from the ocean of samsara. Teshamaham samuddharta. Therefore, the same Atma in the form of Ishvara and Guru, the grace of the same Atma leads to Atmajnana. Tasya Atmakamasya. Tasya, for that person, tasya sadhakasya, and he is atmakamaha. Atmanam eva kamayate iti atmakamaha. One who seeks only Atma. Eshaha Atma, this same Atma. The same Atma which is not different from the sadhaka, not different from the seeker. Vivranute is equal to prakashayati, reveals. What does it reveal? Paramarthikim swam tanu. Paramarthikim, it's a true nature. Paramarthikim tanum. Tanu literally means body. Here it means Swarupa, the true nature. Swam is equal to Swakiyam, one's own. Tanum, Tanu means the true nature, one's own nature, which is Paramarthiki, which is the absolute reality. Swayathatmyam, Swam Tanum is equal to Swayathatmyam, one's own true nature, one's own true reality. Ityarthaha. Next mantra. Na virato duscharitat. Na shanto na samahitaha. Na shantamanaso vapi. Prajnanenainamapnuyat. Now, the Shruti gives some more sadhanas, some more disciplines that are mandatory to get Atmajnana. Since they are mandatory sadhanas, the Shruti uses a language of negation. Without this, one cannot get. Or one who does not have this will not get. That means to get it, one should have these qualities. Navirataha duscharitat. Duscharitat avirataha prajnanena enam na apnuyat. Duscharitat avirataha. One who has not restrained from duscharitam, one who has not resisted from evil deeds. Duscharitam means adharma. A person who has not restrained himself from adharma, enam na apnuyat, he will not get it. It means to get Atmajnana, first of all, one should restrain oneself from adharma. One should restrain oneself from the actions that are prohibited in the Shastra. The Shastra prohibits people from so many actions. For example, Suram na pibet. Do not drink alcohol. Suram na pibet. Likewise, do not tell lies. Satyam vada implies that do not tell lies. Ma himsyat sarva bhutani. Do not hurt others. Ma himsyat sarva bhutani. So, these are certain actions that are prohibited in the Shastra. And if someone does it, he is duscharitat avirataha. One who has not withdrawn himself from adharma. Therefore, to get the Atmajnana, one should be duscharitat virataha. Virataha means he has restrained himself from duscharitam. Even when he is tempted to do adharma, he restrains himself. No, it is not dharma, it is adharma. Therefore, let me not do it. He resists himself. And only when one does not do adharma, instead he treads the path of dharma, then he will get the following qualities. Na shantaha. Ashantaha prajnanena enam na apnuyat. and Ashantaha. Bhashyakara says Ashantaha means one whose indriyas, senses, are turbulent. One who has no mastery over his senses. The senses are impulsive. There are impulsive behaviors of the senses. Especially Vagindriya is impulsive. Vagindriya is also an Indriya. It is impulsive sometimes. That is why so many problems. Most of the problems that we face are mainly because of the impulsiveness of Vagindriya. That is why one should have a say over one's Vagindriya. There is a shloka. Evam prarthayate dantaha he jihve bahumavada tvaya krita paradhena sthanabhramsho bhavennama. Dantaha, the teeth, pray to tongue. Evam prarthayate dantaha. Tooth is praying to tongue. He jihve, O tongue, bahumavada, please don't speak too much. Because of your mistake, I will lose my position. Tvaya krita paradhena. Because of the aparadha that you do, sthanabhramsho bhaven mama, I will lose my position. I don't know when I am going to lose my position. So, Ashantaha means Indriyas are turbulent, they are impulsive. Therefore, to attain Atmajnana, one should be Shantaha. Here, Shantaha stands for Dhamma in Shama, Dhamma, etc. Indriya Nigraha. So, to be Shantaha, first of all, one should be Duscharitat Virataha. The first one leads to the second. An adharmika person cannot have restraint over his senses. Na samahitaha. Asamahitaha enam na apnuyat. This is third sadhana. One who does not have samadhanam, not samahitaha, means he does not have focus. The mind is not focused in terms of Atmajnana, in Shavana, etc. He may have a good concentration when it comes to other things, but he is not able to focus in the pursuit of Atmajnana. He is asamahita. He has a dispersed mind. Then he cannot get. So, to be samahitaha, to be focused, first of all, one should be shantaha. That is how each one is a stepping stone to the other. And then na shantamanaso vapi. One more sadhana. Ashantamanasaha. One whose mind is not shanta. Means one who does not have shama. He cannot get Atmajnana. Now, when samadhana is mentioned, samahitaha means one who has samadhana, concentration. When concentration is mentioned, manonigraha is also prapta, because without manonigraha, without mastery over one's mind, one cannot get focus. Therefore, the mind is focused, means the mind is shanta. Mind has become quiet. It is not turbulent. Then why? After nasamahitaha, ashantamanasaha is mentioned. One may ask this question. Then Bhashyakara says, even if one has concentration, though he does not have other disturbances in the mind, there may be one disturbance. That is desire for result of one's concentration. I have gained high degree of concentration and I want the result of that in the form of siddhi, possibly. In the spiritual realm, you find people seeking animadi ashta siddhi. And to get animadi ashta siddhi, one needs high degree of concentration. So, I have gained a very good degree of focus. Why not try for siddhi? One may get this idea. Then that distracts the mind. It can distract the person from Atmajnana. That is why, to warn an individual, a mumukshu, the Shruti says, even after getting samadhi, even after getting good degree of concentration in spiritual matters, do not get carried away by the attraction to siddhi. Ashantamanaso vapi. One whose mind is ashanta. Enam prajnanena na apnuyat. Will not attain this. Cannot attain the Atma. With the prajnanam. And Shruti is clarifying again. Prajnanena. With the jnana. The Atma is attained only by means of jnana. Atma prapti is nothing but Atmajnana. Therefore, prajnanena, by means of Atmajnana, enam na apnuyat. One does not get. Without these qualities, that means to attain the Atma, one should have these four qualities. What are they? Duscharitat virataha. One should restrain from duscharitam, means ashastriya karma, the activities that are prohibited in the Shastra. Ashantaha means shantaha. One should be shantaha. One should have mastery over the impulsive behavior of the senses. And samahitaha, focused. And one should give up the desire for the result of concentration also. Shanta manasaha. The mind is free from ambitions. I just mentioned siddhi. It can be any other thing also. Even after studying the Shastra, one may get ambitions. May not be in the form of siddhi, but may be in the form of becoming a popular speaker, a popular charismatic guru, etc. So then the mind is ashanta. There are possibilities of ambitions. And then the person is taken astray. He deviates from Atmajnana. So, Shantamanasaha. Then he will be able to pursue the Atmajnana. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.